Okay, this is Ringwalk Media in association with Red Lion Specialist Cars, Highland Whiskey Clan and MJ Casserole. Legendary trainer. Joe, how are you?
Yes, not too bad. How are you?
We're nice in the Dorchester, mate, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely. I was here for the presser last time. Have you had a cup of tea out there?
Mate, a cup of tea is about 19 quid.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just ask for half a cup.
Well, listen, we've just had the press conference. Very fruity, very informational. What do you make of all this? Because it's all about fight night, really, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it's all about fight night. But at the same point is, we've listened to camp and we just keep listening to the same thing, too young, too fast, too this, too that, and it's like, oh my God, just like, lack of disrespect. And I got the arse yesterday, it was the beginning of a fight week, no one turned up for the head-to-head, I was just really annoyed, do you understand? So that was it, and just a few things people needed reminding that they're not that good and they have been beat and they can't deal with southpaws, and I just had to put it out there.
Well, it's not like you to be opinionated, but it's nice to see that they took it in good spirits, and obviously. Yeah,
100%. Listen, Rob's a world-class trainer.
He is,
obviously,
yeah.
Carl Frotch, but I had to remind him, he's been there with Carl when George Groves was an upstart coming through, so he's experienced it. But he knows you can't beat that bit of experience and seasoning. Natasha has that, so.
Well, listen, we all know what's kind of not happened last year and has happened this year. It's so nice to see Natasha up on a big stage, headlining the show, and she deserves it, doesn't she?
100%. It's been a long time coming. I was disappointed, like I say, we didn't kick on with Michaela Meyer last year and got the rematch and did the Katie Taylor fight. But get this out of the way and hopefully we'll fight Michaela in the summer in Vegas.
That'd be nice. Please make it Vegas.
Well, I did say to Carl Moretti, he said, we'll come to Liverpool. Oh, I said, well, we'd prefer to go to Vegas if you want, Carl, this time. So that's not overseeing things. That was just a conversation months ago. So
yeah. I've never seen Natasha look so confident and so calm in a fight week. Normally she's got a little bit of nerves here and there, even for someone as experienced as Natasha. She looks absolutely on top form all round.
I think when, as you heard Lawrence say, when you've had a really good camp, and like Natasha's had a great camp, she sparred Jazza Dickens with Josh Holmes, she sparred Barbosa, sparring partner, good Mexican, she sparred some really top quality amateurs when we were out at the Mike Tyson gym, and she's got this locked down, and when you're confident you've done your homework and you know you've got to do an exam, you know every answer, that's the mindset Natasha's in at the moment.
What's it going to be like going back to the Albert Hall, because all the greats
I've never been
there? Have you never been?
Never ever been, so I'm looking forward. We went for a walk last night, me and Natasha. I took a picture of her last night, all lit up and that, and I thought, wow, it looks beautiful. So yeah, there'll be box ticks to go there. I've never been, so I'm looking forward to it.
I put that up actually, iconic building, iconic
yeah, that's
boxer.
right, yeah, reposted it, yeah, it was good, yeah. I'll do the photographer's job for them, yeah.
Now listen, boxing aside, how are you, mate? Because obviously we got the news that you're unwell.
You look
all good. Well,
yeah, well, like I say,
a bit going on.
The body's the shell, but what's going inside of it, there's like World War III. So I'm on my second cycle of chemo at the moment, and we've just got to stay concentrated, focused, win this fight, and then I fly out then to train Lawrence out in Dubai ahead of his big fight, and then after that, then we go under the knife in May time. So we'll see what happens. Well, obviously we know each other quite well, and my best wishes to you and your family, of course, mate. No, but if anyone can, deflect. So yeah, Natasha Friday night. Yeah, it's got to be a good fight.
Well, listen, Natasha Friday night. When she comes through this, where do you want her to go? Because probably you want her to retire, or do you want one more little push? Because you did mention
unless it was super money, Katie or Michaela. I think Natasha would like to do Michaela again, undisputed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
whoever pays the most.
I mean, does she feel like she's achieved everything now?
No, there's one more, and we'll see then.
You're not going to tell me, are you?
No.
Listen, I know there's a lot of people speaking to you, but just very quickly, your boys were out last week. Clark did really well.
The
Mikey.
fine. We've got off to a great start this year. Obviously, Billy Dennis had a good win in January, and then last week, obviously, Mikey Talon had a good win. Clark Smith had a good win. Joe Cooper had a win at the Co-op, and then Mo Alakel performed again on the big stage out in Rio on the huge last Crescendo card. So all the young guns have all fought. They're all in good form, and now we're on to the big hitters. Natasha, Lawrence coming up, and we're just waiting for dates now for Jack Massey, Billy Dennis, and Josh Holmes, who I'm desperate to get out and fight. He's come off a fantastic performance, winning the English super featherweight title. I'd really like to get him out sooner rather than later, and then obviously the new addition of Zelfa Barrett, which I'm really happy and pleased about. I'm really looking forward to working with him. A few sessions up to now, he's enjoying it, and it's just a break, and I'm really pleased as well because his relationship with his uncle and Pat, he's done a fantastic job, doing brilliant for Manchester, carrying on the tradition of Colliers and Brian Hughes. He's got his big fight with Lyndon Arthur coming up now, rematch, and listen, I spoke to Pat, everything's cool, and it's good that Pat can turn up and just sit ringside and enjoy watching his nephew fight now, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if Pat's ever going to sit ringside and be quiet.
No.
I mean, Billy and Zelfa in the gym with Jack as well. That's not going to quieten it down at all.
No, it isn't. And you got Marcus as well. So
of course, yeah. And I was just going to mention that last question. Obviously, Marcus and Macaulay have started to do quite a lot of the corner work and stuff. Do you feel like that's a natural progression for those two now?
Yeah, I think if you look through the stable over the years, Anthony Crawler was in the same position, Scott Quigg, Stephen Smith, but going in the corner, Crawler and Quigg and that, and now they've gone on their own. Crawler's doing really well, Scott Quigg's doing well, and Paul Butler's doing well now with his amateur coaching and that. He's got his pro licence, and now Macaulay and Marcus are beginning to come into that. Mikey and Clark, they've got their seconds licence, so they'll be coming and getting experience. So when their moments and then big times, and that was always the key with Crawler. When we had the big fights, Crawler had already been in the corner with Paul Smith v Andre Ward, Macklin v Stern, so he knew about big fight bits, so that's why he was all in on the most relaxed fight week. So that'll be the case for Mikey and Clark as well coming through.
Well, listen, one last one. Prediction for Friday night.
About what?
How's she going to win?
Tash just, I can't predict how she wins her, but I'm extremely confident. I think Natasha wins the fight, and she wins it surprisingly. Surprised a lot of people. I just want that when she wins, absolutely give her what she deserves.
Yeah, I agree.
She's been a fantastic servant for the sport,
and she's earned a stripe, so you're 100%. Absolutely right with your statements,
Definitely.
mate. Listen, all the best. Can't wait for Friday night, and there's a few fights coming up this year for your boys, and I'll be looking forward to those as well, mate.
No problem, Sam.
Always good to
speak to you again, and you, mate. Thanks,
you.
Mate.